So, with episode 100 fast approaching, most kiddies are waiting with bated breaths to see the ideas of their fanfictions come to life on the silver screen. Well, sure, most of them will be disappointed due to the fact that society isn't at the point where we accept alternatively sexually aligned characters as being normal, if the comments from Luminous 2 are anything to go off of. So, majority of their pairings probably won't happen, or they'll be very lightly implied. Anyhow, with the very limited amount of information we have regarding the episode, fandom has spread through the fandom faster than Twilight Kane memes. A lot of you are probably sporting giant wing boners over the prospect of seeing your favorite derpy-eyed, muffin-loving horse be the center of the episode. Well, I got news for you. She will not be the main character. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if she wasn't seen at all in the entire episode to any significant amount. Some of you seem to forget that Derpy was actually removed from the series for a while due to the raging soccer mom with their infamous mantra of if we can't have fun, no one can have fun because we're going through menopause and we have nothing else to complain about. So the next lovable background pony that would be the most logical choice would obviously be Applejack. I kid, jokes. Actually, the most commonly held belief right now, based upon shaky 4chan leaks, so take that as you will, is that the episode centers around Dr. Hooves, or Time Turner, due to copyright. Possible? Yeah. Nothing to really suggest it can't be so far, so for the meantime, I'm rolling with it. Now, an entire synopsis states that the main six are fighting a monster, and the rest of the ponies are worried about getting to the wedding on time, which kinda makes sense. I mean, background ponies have gone through so much, I doubt this one monster attack phases them. The only other town that I can think of that's been destroyed as many times as Ponyville would have to be Townsville, and since Mother Faust, peace be upon her, created both of them, it makes sense. Honestly, it seems like she has some sort of town-destroying fetish or something. Also, probably some sort of fingerless fetish thing going on there too. Now, the wedding thing is up in the air. Most of us would say Lyra and Bonbon, but as we already established, society still no likey the gays. And since we're assuming Dr. Hooves is the main character and the writer said they took fandom into consideration, it might end up being Derpy. Again, we're not likely to see much of her, if at all, in the entire episode, but if she is already at the place where they hold weddings, since there's no form of an actual religion as far as I can tell, I guess it would be town hall maybe? Then Dr. Hooves and other nondescript background bones would be rushing to her, only giving us maybe the last few minutes where we actually see her, and since brides usually wear veils, there could even just be that moment of who is it suspense before they lift it up and you see those cross-eyed little lovely yellow things. I didn't want to use eyes twice. Now, there are a few ways that this could play out to stretch into a 22-minute episode. The attack on the town, with the main six fighting the monster, will interfere with the travel, causing all kinds of shenanigans, though I do see that getting old pretty fast, as it clearly says one monster, not multiple, so that would get pretty boring and pretty cliche pretty damn fast. Or they go in true background pony fashion and ignore the fight altogether and have it literally in the background without the other characters really acknowledging it. The second, having more room for comedic effect, really makes me think that that's the kind of path that they would take, something similar at least. And even if Dr. Hooves and Derpies are not the ones being married, it still makes sense. It still has room for said characters to be replaced. So this seems like the most plausible choice, but then again, I'm just an art major. I doubt the writing by Hasbro would be so transparent for such a milestone episode, so it may be something completely different. And if it is, well, I just hope it doesn't suck. That's really the only thing that I hope, is that this episode doesn't suck. This would be completely horrible. It has the opportunity to be one of the best episodes of all time, or one of the worst and most hated. No matter what though, this episode will get hate, because there are so many people steadfast in their fandom universe that if anything contradicts it, that they'll just blow a casket. Well, that's about all she wrote. Every pony kisses, the bouquet gets thrown up in the air, play the crappy outro, we're out of here. It would be funny if the episode ended on Applejack, or even started on her. That would be a nice little nod to the fandom, but it probably wouldn't happen. As always guys, I've been Faith or Moliminous. Be sure to check out my Patreon if you enjoy the content that I make, and you can always go and check out my streaming channel, Moliminous 2, and Trixie's Variety Show, and Moliminous Games. Those last two are gonna become more community ran because I don't really use them that much. So if you're looking to become a community supervisor of some sort of channel with a decent enough amount of subscribers, go ahead and hit me up on Skype or in PMs or emails. So peace, the limb out guys, I'll see you later.